It's been a long time coming, but let me be the first to welcome you back to another edition of Friday Night Lights, the best high school football show in the entire Brazos Valley. Justin is not here tonight, but he'll be back soon. Don't worry, you guys aren't stuck with just me all season. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I also wouldn't wish having to face Nick Carraway and the ferocious Bryant defense on anyone, but Waco Loveloy got that distinct honor tonight. No Ross Rogers for the Vikings in this one. Bryant's head coach missing his first game in 36 years while dealing with COVID-19. The Vikings starting off the season with a challenge facing third-ranked Lucas Lovejoy from Class 5A D2. Vikings not off to a hot start in this one. Lucas Lovejoy up 41-7 at the half. Not a great start for the Vikings. College Station, the Cougars kicking off their season in style last night, absolutely destroying the Hutto defense. Jet Huff threw for 4 touchdowns. Marquise Collins rushed for 3 scores, and Traylon Sewell returned a punt 81 yards for a touchdown. He had 3 scores on the afternoon. In all, the Cougars beat Hutto last season by 41 points. This season, the Cougars opened things up with a 48-point win over the Hippos. To Class 5A D2 we go. A&M Consolidated starting its season against Waco University. How about the Tigers defense? 3rd and short for the Trojans, but Jaden Thomas, Tyndall McNamara there to stop things behind the line of scrimmage. That forced a punt. Waco U can't get anything going in offense in this one. No issues on offense for the Tigers. That's Brody Daniel on some play action of Keyshawn Thomas. He literally walks into the end zone, 7-zip, good guys. Next drive for Consol, Coach Fedora dials up a little screen up the middle. The Red Sea parts for Thomas. The sophomore can fly. He had 3 touchdowns in the first half alone. This game has blowout written all over it. Daniel utterly dominant in his first start at quarterback. Check out the deep ball. Wesley Graves leaves the DB in the dust. He had 3 touchdowns in the first half. Daniel at last check had 7 touchdown passes in his first start. Let's see a final score here as Waco University falls at home. Consol 68-7 is your final score. All right, let's stay in District 10 5A D2. It's our game of the week. Rudder and Bastrop at Merrill Green Stadium. Rudder up by a score already, but Bastrop responds right away. That's Seth Mosier finding Austin Tabula on the short route. Bears tie things up at 7 apiece. See what Rudder can do to respond. Here's E.J. Ezar calling his own number 13. Well, he's a bowling ball. He squats nearly 500 pounds. Good luck tackling him at 15 yards to the end of that one for a late hit. The Rangers wouldn't score on the drive, though. Next Rudder drive, Ezar delivers a strike to M.J. Hurt across the middle. The senior fights for a few more yards, and it's 1st and goal for the Rangers in front of the hometown crowd. Now, when in doubt, what's Coach Ezar going to do? He's going to hand it to Trey McClinton. We already know. Watch the senior go to work. Number 6 stops, cuts inside, spins, weight room. I'm too strong for you. Get off me, young man. Rudder down early. They come back. They're up 42-23 in the 3rd quarter. All right, some more 5A D2 action now. Brenham in Magnolia tonight taking on the West Mustangs. Mag West strikes first. Brenham brings the blitz. That's a bad idea. Brock Dalton hits Trey Leggett. 7-0 early for the bad guys. Brenham, though, well, they're really good. Made it to the 4th round of the playoffs last year. They're showing us why here. Eric Hemphill, 38 yards to the crib on 4th down. What a play for the Cubs. Brenham tied the game, took the lead on that play, but they'd give it right back up. Mag West comes down. Dalton finds Daniel Horn on the slant. Brenham losing late in this one. They're down 24 points to Mag West. Huntsville's supposed to have a game tonight, but it was canceled against Houston Worthing due to some COVID-19 concerns on Houston's side. What a start, though, to the FNL season. Man, I missed some football. We got to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're running through all our highlights from our local 4A and 3A schools. Keep it here.
KX, this is home.
Tired of the same old boring barbecue plate? There's a new joint in town serving up some fun, unique, twisted barbecue. Come in today and check out our G7 sandwich, barbecue nachos, and our unique barbecue creation, the Taco Bomb. It's time for a whole new level of twisted barbecue. Now open in College Station on Texas Avenue South at Deacon. Boomtown Barbecue Company. Time to upgrade your barbecue.
Hospice Brazos Valley Inpatient Facility has moved. In partnership with St. Joseph Health, we have relocated our inpatient facility to the second floor of St. Joseph Health College Station Hospital. Our team consists of experienced professionals who are dedicated to providing specialized care and a family-oriented environment. And our patients can expect the same level of care and service they have come to expect from Hospice Brazos Valley. Hospice Brazos Valley, comfort is our specialty, trust is our promise.
At Barker's Heating and Cooling, we believe there's nothing more powerful than your word. That's why we back all of our work up with our Barker's Heating and Cooling ironclad guarantees. Barker's Heating and Cooling guarantees to protect you from high energy bills, from overpaying for comfort, and from untimely system breakdowns. When it comes to your cooling needs this summer, trust the pros at Barker's Heating and Cooling to protect your home from the heat. For more information on our ironclad guarantees, call today or visit us at barkerservices.com.
With the KAX News app, you get the news you need to get you through the day. But did you know you can also get customized and personalized notifications sent to your phone? Open your KAX News app, tap on the gear in the upper right corner, go to Notifications and click on Topics. Pick whatever fits your needs. That's it. Now you have the important notifications you want sent to your phone. Just one more way, this is home.
Inventory problem? Not at Allen Honda. We've got 9 truckloads of inventory arriving. And during the Honda Summer Sales event, shop our incredible selection of new Hondas and pre-owned vehicles. We've got the biggest selection in the Brazos Valley at Allen Honda. Over 240 to choose from, with prices starting at $24.99, and that includes over 180 pre-owned. Only during the Honda Summer Sales event at Allen Honda in College Station.
I want a vacation of the wild kind. Aggie land safaris, what I have in mind. Feed the llamas, bison, turtles, and Watusi too. Here comes one.
He's gonna slobber on you.
Get your wildlife on.
Aggie land safari.
Get your wildlife on.
Aggie land safari.
Aggie land safari. Get your wildlife on. Aggie land safari. Get your wildlife on.
KX, this is home.
Welcome back to FNL. So College Station is our highest ranked quote-unquote big school, but they're not our highest ranked local school. That honor belongs to Franklin, which starts the season ranked #1 in Class 3A D2. The Lions had to open the season tonight against Lorena, a team that actually beat them last season in a top 10 showdown. We'll get to Franklin in a second, but we start with Navasota in Class 4A D2. The Rattlers, well, that's flat-out domination, folks. 49-0. What a way to start the season for Casey Dacus' squad. All right, let's get back to the highlights now. Expectations in Madisonville sky high this season. The Mustangs opening things up tonight against Diboll. There was a lightning delay that pushed back the start of this game for an hour, but have no fear. Our photog Williams is a man on a mission. He stuck it out, and trust me, it was worth the wait. That was Jeremiah Burns. He gets stuffed on the first run, but he'd make up for it on the second run. I promise you this is worth the wait. Burns is your quarterback. Now, tell me what happens here. Does he hand it off to the running back? Does he keep it himself? A little option? Who goes down? The running back hands the ball back to Burns, and Burns burns the defense. How in the world did number 8 escape that throw up the deuces, young man, Tyreek Hill? He may get flagged in the NFL for taunting now, but Mustangs, that was the first score. They've had 4 more touchdowns in the first half at last check. Madisonville leads Diboll 27-7. All right, moving down to Class 3A D1, Cameron Yo hoping to start off the Rick Rhodes era with a win. Tonight, they'd have to take on Lago Vista. First quarter, Yo ball, Ryan Muniz dumps it down to Farrell Hemphill, but the Lago Vista defense is there to stuff him in his tracks. It's a tough offensive play there for the Yeomen. Let's see how they do defensively. Try to get some pressure on Bowen Stobbs, the quarterback. He lets it fly. Check out Ethan Helton. Jump ball, get off me, son. Helton hauls it in. What a catch. Lago Vista, they take the early lead. So it's all about how Yo would respond, and respond would they ever. Check out the trickeration. The kick return reverse to Hemphill. That kid's got speed for days. At number 4, burning the grass behind him. You're not catching him, son. Hemphill takes it 80 yards to the house. That ties the game at 7. But at last check, Cameron Yo down 17 in the third quarter to Lago Vista. All right, crosstown Rockdale, the Yeoman's rivals. Let's see what we got here. I have not seen these highlights yet. We're going to read these off the cup. That's Andrew Faskey getting taken down. Rockdale ball again. We got Andrew Faskey as your quarterback. It's Epiphany on the highlights. He's got a scramble to the left sideline. He'll pick up a nice block. It's about an 8-yard gain there for Faskey. Looks like we got a touchdown for LaGrange, though. That is Ryder Eamhoff spinning, winning into the end zone. All right, we're going to go to the next highlight. Rockdale leads 21-15 in the second. All right, let's get over to Caldwell. It's the Boone Patterson era for the Hornets, and they're opening up in style. Caldwell, Patterson, a match made in heaven. They're up 32-0 over Manor New Tech early in this game. All right, the game of the night, top 10 showdown, a cat fight on the gridiron as the Franklin Lions take on the Lorena Leopards. Second quarter, Lorena going play action. Ryan Bell connects with Kason Taylor, who gets the Leopards into red zone territory. That's a 19-yard pickup. Then it's a Bell on the option. Keeps it himself. The Red Sea parts. That's a touchdown. Franklin doesn't give up many of those, but when they do, they usually come back with some points of their own. Marcus Wade, beautiful throw across the middle to Hayden Helton. That's a big first down, senior to senior. Then it's Wade again, showing off the arm. On the money. How about Franklin passing the ball? That's Malcolm Murphy, my guy. 24 dance on him, will you? Okay. Franklin. Oh, what a ball game. 21-20 in the fourth quarter. That's how you want to see the #1 team in the state open things up. All right, to the scoreboard we go. Lexington. They start the season ranked in the top 10, mainly because they have Texas A&M commit Jared Kerr, but 48-7 final. Not a great way for the Eagles to start the season. Buffalo, on the other hand, starting the season in a better shape. They're up 21-7 on Elkhart at the half. And do we have an update on Anderson Shiro? Nope, couldn't find a score with this one, but the Owls are taking on Brazos High tonight. All right, we got to take another quick break. I hate to do it to y'all, but we have to go away. When we come back, it's time for a live shot from our game of the week, plus all the scores and highlights from our 1A and 2A games. And I promise you there's a play in a 6-man football that you've never seen before. We got all those and more next on FNL.
Whether your customers rely on you to make their day or your threads to make an impression, you can rely on Suddenlink Business Secure Internet with speeds up to 1 gig to keep your business going. It's internet with built-in security for only $84.95 a month for 1 year. It keeps you connected and protected as your customers rely on you to bring them the meals, the wheels, or whatever they love about your business. Stuck in a contract? We'll buy you out. We'll even give you a $100 Visa prepaid card. You can rely on us to help your business grow. Call or visit suddenlinkbusiness.com today.
This is a good sign, and this is a very good sign. The trucks are rolling in. We have more new Chevys at Tom Light Chevrolet. We won't be beat on price. All roads lead to Tom Light Chevrolet in Bryan College Station.
The Arts Council of the Brazos Valley invites you to the 2021 Celebrate the Arts, September 1st at the Stella Hotel. Put on your boots and hats for an evening on the range. We'll honor several individuals who are making a difference for the arts in the Brazos Valley. Join us for an evening of fun, food, and an award-winning film, Cowboys, a documentary portrait, as we celebrate the Arts Council's 50th year of service. For tickets, call 979-696-2787 or visit acbv.org.
When I travel, part of the overall experience is the eclectic side of things and bringing in the true sense of community, looking at all the local artistries, being able to buy some pieces that are unique and memorable to that moment in time. I think that captures the essence of Aggieland, and we need to make sure that that's available for people that visit our community.
Join the Arts Council today as a business member to make the arts a visible and thriving economic driver in our community.
Chuck, I love the light fixtures our store has to offer.
Me too, Suzanne. At Brazos Valley Floor & Design, we have the latest styles, designs, and technologies, including LEDs, indoor or outdoor, under cabinet or over. We've got it all.
And we have the team that can help you find exactly what you need.
At Brazos Valley Floor & Design, you'll find the largest selection of lights at the best prices.
And that's a promise.
If you're 45 or older, you need to get yourself screened for colon cancer. This disease can be very treatable when caught early. So, if you're a man or a woman, 45 or older, take control. Get screened.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights. Earlier in the show, we watched Rudder put up a touchdown on Bastrop. Now, when the cameras left, Rudder put up a lot more touchdowns. The final score in that contest, 50-23. It's our game of the week, and that's where Elizabeth Tharp is with the Rangers. What's up, Elizabeth?
Mike, I want to take a quick trip down memory lane really fast to the 2020-2021 season when Rudder faced Bastrop a year ago. They walked off the field with a 49-7 win, but this year it was evident from the start that Bastrop was out for revenge, or at least attempted revenge. Within a few minutes on the gridiron, junior wide receiver for the Bears, Austin Tabola, got Bastrop on the board first when he dove into the end zone. A field goal later, the Bears were leading the Rangers 10-0, but senior quarterback E.J. Izar and his team were ready to bounce back. Well, they were ready to bounce back after a couple dropped passes. Then Izar handed it off to running back Trey McClinton to get Rudder on the board. Now here we are. Game over, Rudder with the first dub of the season. Man, it's crazy. When I left the first half, Rudder was down by 3, but I come back and they finished the game with 50 points. I cannot tell you how good it feels to be back on a football field once again. Reporting live here at Merrill Green Stadium for KAGS News, I'm Elizabeth Tharp. Mike, back to you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Back to the highlights now. Bremont and Normangee clashing in an all Brazos Valley two-way showdown. Tigers ball first. Braylon Wortham, your QB. He's a true freshman. He looks like a big-time player with strikes like that. That's Corbin Zan on the receiving end of the touchdown. They get stuff going for 2. Tigers trail 7-6. 4th and short on the next drive. Tyler McAllister comes up with the sack for the Panthers. Normangee takes control of the ball, and that's dangerous because they have Isaiah Jones. He was an all-state receiver last year. He's playing quarterback this year. And he finds Wyatt Van Valkenburg on the bubble screen. The only thing longer than his last name is this play. 43 yards puts the home team in the red zone. And later in the drive, Jones, there's a little shaky camera work. Our guy James will be better next time. He breaks free. Where is he? There he is, spinning, winning, dealing. That's a touchdown for the home team. Normangee leads 14-6. Let's see a score update. That may be the final right there. 14-6, but Normangee did lead at last check. More 2A scores now. Hearn went undefeated in the regular season last year. His Ricky Sargent squad starting off 2021 in style as the Eagles take down Trinity 36-6. Down in District 2A D2, part-time pig farmer, part-time coach. That's Jason Hody and his Burton squad taking on Holland tonight. Panthers already up 7-0, adding to it more. That's just called bully ball in Burton. Panthers up 2 scores. Check out the defense now. If there's anything we love on FNL, it's big guy touchdowns. And Keegan Feener, well, that's a big guy touchdown. The sophomore D lineman scoops and scores. That's going to be a play we may see tomorrow night as well. The Panthers open their season in style. That's a 32-6 win for Coach Hody and company. All right, in Snook, the Dylan Conway era began tonight. The Blue Jays hosting Kashmir. Conway told me last week he wants to have a dominant defense. It sure looked the part in this one. That's Cody Noriega. Not today, my friend, stuffs him for the loss. The Rams trying to run the rock again. Not a good idea. Check out Garrett Leroy laying the lumber from his safety spot. That would force a punt by Kashmir. What you don't see here is the punt itself. What you do see is Jose Garcia returning at 63 yards for the score. Snook won district last season, off to a great start tonight. But Garcia is not just an offensive weapon. Check out number 6 on the defensive side of the ball. That's an INT. Snook back in business from the 1-yard line. Number 1 calls his own number. Leroy powers through the pile into the end zone. Snook up 14-0. The Blue Jays hold on to win this one 30-6, or at last check they were up 30-6 in the third quarter. To the TAPS level we go. Brazos Christian beginning its quest for a state title against Hallettsville Sacred Heart. First quarter action, Coach Hoffmeyer calls the jet sweep for Ryan Burton. Number 4, always dangerous with the ball in his hands. He gets leveled, fumbles the rock, but don't worry, the Eagles would recover. Later on the drive, Levi Hancock keeps it himself. He's an A&M commit. He's too big, he's too strong, he's too physical for you. That's a touchdown for number 5. He'd have plenty of touchdowns in this one. That's him throwing, and he's really good at that too. Check out the arm on Hancock. Dials it up deep to Chance Locker. You can't throw it better than that. Locker, though, would get taken down inside the 5-yard line. Eagles right back in business. There'd be a false start, so they get moved back 5 yards. No worry. Hancock, counter, count it. That's a touchdown for number 5, his second score of the quarter. The Eagles soar to an opening day win, 35-24, your final score. 6-man action now. St. Joe's squaring off with Conroe Covenant and Allen Academy's 6-man showcase. Pick things up late in the first quarter. Covenant kicking to St. Joe's. This is Luke Schumann. He takes the deep kick. Watch the senior work. He's going to cross the field, busts out of an ankle tackle. Nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's the crazy part, though, on the ensuing kickoff. Literally, the very next play, Cade Houston picks up the squib kick, and he does the exact same thing. He cuts it across the field, breaks a tackle, and the Cougars respond to the kick return touchdown with a kick return touchdown of their own. You can't make this stuff up. Here's some more traditional offense, though. Mark Mishler finds Reed Milholland on the crossing route. He scoots into the end zone for 6. The Eagles, well, they didn't have trouble scoring. They did have trouble stopping the Cougars. Connor Thompson airs it deep to Dylan Harper, and that's the story of the night. St. Joe's falls in this one 66-12. From last night, Allen Academy christening its brand new turf field with a big-time W. The Rams started out on fire, never let up. Sophomore quarterback Ethan Lucas threw for 4 touchdowns. The Rams defense forced 3 turnovers. That's a recipe for success. And the Rams try to get back to the state title game for a second season in a row. We have some other scores we didn't get to mention earlier. Centerville beat New Waverly 27-14. Leon leading Rosebud Lot 44-6 at half. Thrall beating Iola 40-6 in the fourth quarter. Milano getting shut out at home. They're trailing Valley Mills in the fourth quarter 35-0. And Somerville, how about the Yewas and Coach Cal Netherland? They lead Hull Diaceta 38-10 in the fourth quarter. You can find all these highlights on our website, kagstv.com. And I just want to say, it's not the same doing the show without Justin. He will be back here hopefully next week whenever he's ready to come back. I will welcome Justin back with open arms. Keep Jay Wood and his family in your thoughts and prayers. K-Ags. We miss you, Justin. We love you, buddy. And when you're ready to come back, we can't wait to have you. We'll see you tomorrow on ASO. Have a great night.